The doll's true form. That Goliath doll I fought in the human village could only be the work of Alice. I don't know if she's really the culprit, but I should just ask her up front. Headed back to the magic forest. Or the forest of magic. Alice isn't the type to just attack people for no reason. So even if that doll was hers, there must be a reason for all this. I'll just have to ask her myself. The Alice in Wonderland causing problems again. Unknowingly. At first we thought that the gigantic mecha monster was her doing, and she was in some conspiracy to work with the Kappas and Scarlet Curiosity. And now she's summoning even more dolls to attack the world yet again. Look at all these vines. The perfect enemy to perfect guard against, in fact. Feel the kick. Of course, we're bound to find all sorts of wildlife here, including the plants. At some point, we're going to unlock the copper upgrades, and at that point, we're going to expend all of it for healing, which is the first thing that anyone should buy for a multitude of reasons. Look at all these enemies. Mushrooms, flowers. I thought Mother Nature was our friend. But it really goes to show you that she's not always on your side. Yikes. Now in the Forest of Magic, it's always a bit of a maze. So we have to navigate our way through it. Hopefully picking the correct path. I believe we can actually sprint across these. We'll have to try that next time. Leveled up. Good. We get our healing freely back. Uh-oh. The yin-yang. Whoops. Didn't see that. The only attack that's kind of really annoying to avoid is their little AoE, because you don't really have enough time to back out of it once they do it. One of these days we'll find a way to avoid it. Feel the seal. Seal, you're out of this forest. They sort of live here though, so let's hope Alice is okay with that. And again, if she's the culprit in all this, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, and now the bugs even have new attacks. The centipedes can now shoot projectiles. Oh, purifying rod. That better. Better crit. Everything else is kind of garbage. Unfortunately, we can't find better gear yet. Luckily, we chose the right way. So we can unseal the barrier. There was a loud sound in the distance. Head on back. And see that the gateway is open. Yeah, you can just run through those. Alright, well that's good to know. Oh, wait a second. Any object we see, we're definitely going to want to hit it for the sake of keeping our healing. I feel like you should be able to block projectiles more. Seems weird that it only seems to work on melee. we gotta get really good with the guard, too. Definitely gonna save our lives on bullet hell mode. Unlike Vermilion and Curiosity, plants seem to be in much more pain than this one. Best way to deal with a plant is to counter it. Oh dear. I feel like the seal isn't going to be able to hit them all. Let's try to hit at least. Get enough. Proceed. I feel like the tree thing that shoots stuff is like some straight up thing from Zelda, Ocarina of Time or something, those bazooka enemies. I don't remember what they were called. Never played the game. Uh-oh, that's a dangerous enemy. Doesn't track yet, but it's still very effective. Oh no, not these things. There's one enemy, actually, that I remember giving us problems before, which is a tiny bug, which seems to just run around the map at, like, lightning speed, and then explodes at the end of it. So far, we haven't run into it. Let's hope we never do. Despite its inevitable. That should do it. Then head all the way back and go the other way. Oh, wait a second. Chances are we're not going to find much better gear for a little bit. I believe the path is up. Pretty surprised at how far that reaches. You're the one enemy I don't want to fight. Lucky you. Are any of those things better? Probably not. Garbage, 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 garbage. Okay, moving on. And then melee you with the purifying rod. Purify your souls. Are the fairies corrupt? What has Alice been doing since the last time we saw her? Maybe she's trying to bring her Wonderland into the real world. Amassing a gigantic army of fairies and plants. We need to put a stop to this. Didn't really put up much of a fight. Oh, but you will. Not so fast. She has a lot of health. Uh-oh, the knight. They were supposed to be in the labyrinth, but it looks like they finally escaped from their confinement. Wait a second, does this mean that Alice is teaming up with Vermilion? Well, this can't be good. Alice, what are you doing? Are you teaming up with the Scarlet Devil? Did she turn you into a vampire? Now here's a rare visitor. Can I help you? I wanted to ask you something. Let me take a guess. This is about the doll that attacked the human village, correct? Yeah, I don't suspect you or anything, but I also know that no one else could make something like that. And this has also happened before. Yes, I am the one who made that Goliath doll. It was meant to be fully autonomous, but it ended up a failure. I couldn't leave it to its own devices and risk it attacking humans. That's kind of exactly what it tried to do. So I was right. I made sure to seal it away in my warehouse so that it wouldn't cause any trouble. Wait, but last I remember, we defeated it and it stayed in the air. However, when I went to check on it the day before the commotion started, I found that it was gone. So how did you get it back? Before everything went down, huh? Any idea who the culprit might be? I didn't see anyone, but I do have a suspect in mind. It's the outsider who came to Gensokyo. Sumireko escaped, I knew it. She left the bookstore to go cause havoc. Oh, wait a second, but that would have had to have been before. Sumireko, that's impossible. That doll was going crazy before. Oh yeah, I said the same thing I just did. You can't deny that strange events have been happening ever since she arrived. True. How can you be certain she's not involved with what's happening when she tried so hard to force her way in here? I mean, sure, she's a pain, but she doesn't seem like the type who'd call that kind of trouble. I just have a bad feeling about this. It'd probably be best to just ask her directly if she's hiding something. Like those occult balls. Even if that means I have to force it out of her. Are you threatening her? Not on my watch. This is a fight we fought in Curiosity. Similarly, anyway. Only not as Remelia this time. In fact, she's much weaker this time around. Oh, but she hurts. Be mindful of the damage. Oh, she isn't immune during that. Okay. Ow. Take you out. Why are you protecting her? She's clearly suspicious no matter how you spin it. I mean, she is from the outside world. Look, I get where you're coming from. I'll be sure to keep a close eye on her. Happy? Wait a second, how do you know this much about Sumireko? Where did you hear about her wanting to come to Gensokyo? It was written in the papers. The Tengu went scattering around this morning. You didn't know? Oh, for the love of... Aya! Why did you have to go and make things worse? This could get ugly fast. I've got to go set the record straight and give her a piece of my mind later. One more thing. I believe the Goliath doll you defeated was headed for the ice cavern. Likely to cool off and prevent itself from overheating. Thanks, I will check it out. That means my next order of business is checking out either the Waterfall of Nine Heavens or the Ice Cavern.